Hi everyone, it's Kaylin, and I'm totally doing an impromptu video, and I'm crying, because, I think sometimes we just don't even understand how good God is, and, with this whole transition of Scott losing his job, there's a lot of just little pieces to the puzzle that we had to figure out. One being just insurance. And Scott is on a prescription every month that if we didn't have insurance, it would cost like $1,200. And so we've feverishly been trying to figure out, how are we going to get this medication covered? How are we going to get new insurance that covers the medication and him and not be paying $1,000 a month, because of course we have no income. And so we talked with the doctor's office, who his doctor had moved to California. We didn't even know. And so he's got a new doctor, and we talked to the office the other day, and they were willing to prescribe or give an authorization for a 90-day prescription. Praise God. And so this morning, though, our insurance runs out today, and this morning I went over to Meijer to pick up the prescription, and they rejected it. They wouldn't allow the prescription to go through, and so they gave me this big, it actually says rejection on the thing, and they said I could try to call Cigna and see if we could get it any other way. And so I took the paper out, I got in the car, and I literally just prayed, and I said, okay, God, how are you going to get us the medication? And I wanted to be mad at Scott, because that's usually my go-to when I blame, is I go right to getting mad at Scott for like pushing this off to the last minute. But I had that moment. I obviously had that thought since I'm telling you, but I just said, no, that's not going to be helpful. And just said, okay, God, figure it out. So I called Cigna. They gave me the number for the mail order pharmacist. And oh my gosh, this lady, Danielle, she just hooked it up. Like at first it wasn't going to be possible. And then she explained that yes, we could get the mail order, but we'd have to wait for 7 to 10 business days for it to process. And I said, listen, Danielle, I'm just going to be totally honest. This is our last day on the insurance. My husband needs this medication, and we will not have insurance, and it costs $1,200, and we can't afford the insurance. So what are my options? And she just said, can we get the doctor's office on the phone? Can we, if we can do that, then they can give a verbal authorization to our pharmacist to get the mail order processed today. And then we can also call back to the pharmacy to get a 30-day prescription so he can pick it up today and keep taking his medication. Which means he would have 120 days, which folks, that gets us to the end of the year, which is like amazing, because then we would have to apply for new insurance anyway. So to say that God works in the details is like, I mean, he is the details. He's everything. And so just this whole process of having to fully rely on him for money, for everything, he actually does provide everything. And so I had myself a good cry. I started crying right with Danielle on the phone, and we prayed. I mean, I just said, you know what, Danielle, I'm a woman of faith. And you literally served my heart today, and I'm thankful. And so I just said some blessings over her life, and just, I don't know, lived in the moment. So here I am crying and just so thankful. And I think back to like 2 months ago when Scott was employed. We had no thoughts of not having income, and I stressed about money and stuff then. And I just think how silly that even when I have it, I stress about it. But then if we don't have it, how the heart change and your reliance on God can be that much more true and honest and authentic, because you really know, unless God makes it happen, it's just not going to happen. So that's my huge win for today, and just renewed hope in the insurance community that there are angels everywhere, and I'm just thankful. So I hope that encourages you today. I could have probably taken this in another angle if I had gotten mad at the pharmacy, if I had been rude or angry at the Cigna people or impatient, if I had lost my patience during the process. But I just fully said, okay, God, how are you going to fix this? How are you going to solve this? And was patient for him to do that. So anyway, I've pulled over, so I'm not crying driving or anything, and obviously not recording driving. But thanks for listening. Keep believing whatever you need, whatever you desire, and whatever you truly ask God for to reveal to you, he will in fact show you. And we're honestly living proof. There's so many little stories like this that can be explained no other way. So anyway, that's my hop on for today. I hope you guys are all well and enjoying the sunshine, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.